Hello, hello. Hope you guys can see me. I know. Facebook, I've been trying to go live since 6:30, guys. I was a hot mess, and then when I was all set, ready to go at about 6:35, actually, it was a no-go. Facebook sucks. They're really pissing me off. So, can you guys share the link in the groups? I'll probably upload this back to the business page for a rewatch later, but hey, at least I'm on YouTube. I'm going to be pressing some items tonight. So I'm glad to hear that it's not just me having the issues, it's everybody. Because I was beginning to think that Facebook was picking on me. And it's 7:30, so I got a little shot of something in here. No, just kidding. But I probably need a little shot of something, but unfortunately I don't keep alcohol at this shop. That wouldn't be a very safe environment. Okay, so I am just waiting to see. Hi Billy, hi Deborah, hey Sherry, hi Margot, hey Melanie. I'm just trying to, hi Danny, I'm just trying to, and hi Marcus, I'm trying to just see if, and let a few people try to catch up with us. Yeah, I couldn't, I had people messaging me, I have people messaging me all day long on my business page, the Hale business page, and I'm really good about responding to that, but there was times I couldn't see the messages and couldn't answer them. I could see them coming in, but when I'd go to the page, I couldn't. So Facebook, yeah, has been a huge disappointment. Wow. What a slap in the face to know how much we rely on Facebook. So, lesson learned. We need a new media platform. Just kidding. All right, so, yeah, if I paid Facebook too, I'd want a refund, but I didn't pay them, so I guess we're all good. So it's just letting a few people watch. And then again, for those that missed it, because I am coming on so late, it'll be on rewind later. Okay, so I wanted to do the resin, but it's been a little bit of a rough week for me. First of all, I'm having some pain issues and some dental issues, and I went and saw the dentist today, and I actually thought I wasn't going to get to go on because I thought they were going to pull a tooth, and it turns out I need a root canal, so they scheduled that for tomorrow morning. Fun, fun, fun. And on top of that, I'm getting a cold. So yeah, this week has just not been, and it's spring break here. I should be out enjoying the sun and having fun and maybe even doing a little fishing or something, but instead, the world is against me this week. Okay. Ooh, yay, boo! I'm glad you got your garden flags. Hey, Cricket, how are you? All right, so I'm not going to wait because I didn't want to keep y'all on all night long. So I'm just going to, and if I have to brush up towards the end, I will. So I got some new items. Oh, what I was saying is I wanted to go over the resin, but I just, because of my week and dealing with the pain and stuff, I didn't get a chance to make a video for that, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I am going to be pressing some new items for you guys tonight. So one of the things that I got in, and I'm absolutely thrilled, and I can't wait to press this because it is stunningly beautiful, I've never been into the compact mirrors before, but this one is just absolutely gorgeous. I cannot get over how gorgeous it is. Oh, let me see if I can open it. You know, there we go. It is a rose gold compact mirror, and it is, I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And I know the lighting in here does not do it any justice, but I promise it's gorgeous. It's super pretty. So I'm going to press this. It's aluminum inserts. So it's going to be super easy to press, but oh my God, I love this rose gold. So that's one of the new items I got in. And I will list them probably, I'm going to try to do it tonight because with me getting that root canal, I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow. And then I just had a shipment of jewelry at the house come in tonight, but I also had some that came in yesterday, and I'm going to try to get all that uploaded by this weekend. One of the new styles I got in is, so if you remember the old style of the bolos, they were like a thinner, daintier bracelet. Okay. I got a new style in, which is a little more, it's a thicker rope. And excuse my hands because I've been cutting tonight too. And it's got a thicker, like a rope. Y'all can see that. So this actually is pretty pretty as well. Pretty pretty. Huh. Let's see if I can get it on my wrist. I really like this. And then you just use one hand and you can kind of push it up. There we go. So I got these in. Ooh, and I like that. I like how that one looks too. So, yay! My flags are the bomb, aren't they? Okay, so so I got that in. Sorry, I was getting distracted. Something else I got in and is this little guy. Not little, but is this new coffee mug, thermos mug, whatever you want to call it. And what I like about these, you may have seen these before, I don't know. I think they've been around a little while. I just decided to try one. Is what I like about these is you don't have to have a oven or a mug press or anything with these. These come apart just like this. So you take the lid off, you unscrew the bottom, you take the metal piece out. I'm also going to press this too, so if it screws up live, then I won't be getting them in. And you've got this, it's called pet film, and you can press right on this. I couldn't find if there was any protective covering, so. And you know how they are over there in China, their instructions aren't that great. So I think I'm supposed to press on this side because it's a little matte. No, I think they're both glossy on both sides. So anyways, you press in it. And what's great is you can do this in your regular heat press. So if you've got a small heat press, this is awesome. And I was showing Nikki this earlier, what she said she would recommend, and I'm not sure if I would do it, but she said she would put them together after pressing, and then she said she would E6000 the bottom of them close and the top so that the paper can't get wet. I don't think they're going to. I would recommend hand washing, and tie it on tight. And she said she'd recommend gluing them on so that the customer can't take it apart. You know, but if you're looking to upsell, we could probably get the extra sheet of these in, and you could give them different ones that they wanted to put in there so they could swap them out. So there's the thought too. So I'm going to press that and see how it goes. The last thing, oh, my nose is running. The last thing I wanted to show y'all before I go over there to the heat press is something I've been working on. So you all remember the little jig I made for the resin, right? So when I do the resin, I needed something to where these snaps wouldn't move. So, and here's the difference between one with resin and one with not. Let's see. So it's kind of just up to you. So here's one without resin, and it looks fantastic by itself for the snap jewelry, okay? But if you wanted to give it that glossy, doming look, like a glass look, that is why I started doing the resin. And it's not really hard to do. You just kind of play with it. And so hopefully I'll do that video tutorial on the resin the next time. So the lighting's not very good in here, so okay, so that's kind of what the difference is. And so when you're doing these snaps and you're putting the resin in, the snaps have that on the bottom. Hold on. I guess Stan doesn't know I'm live. Can somebody let him know I'm live? Okay, so so the snaps on the bottom are they are like that. So they will sit on a table, but they'll kind of teeter-totter if you if you bump at the table or anything you're working on. So that was frustrating for me, especially when you're applying that thick resin. So my thought was to make myself a little jig and just pop it in there, and then they don't move. Oh, the joys of having a laser. So with that in mind, of course, my lady admins were freaking out over it and said, you should make a display stand like that. So I've been spending the last several days coming up with a display stand, and this is what I have come up with. So hopefully y'all can see this. So of course, this is the sublimation wood. I'm going to have to rework it for white. But you can press on it so you can label. If you wanted to label, put your logo on it, put your logo on the center. But as you can see, you can hang the earrings from the top. And then you can hang your bracelets from here, and then you put all your snap buttons in there so that they can look at them, take the bracelet, try it on, put the snap button back, and I'm dropping stuff. And it's a really simple, it's a really simple setup. And you can press it on top of it, your logo. So what do y'all think? I'm going to take these two things over there. Those are going over there. Okay. Hi, Billy. Hi, Heidi. I'm going to try to sell the cups. I'm first going to press it live and let's see how it comes out. I know you are, Margot. All right, so let me see. Let me get my thing going. Let's go over there to the stand. Okay. So now we're going to go over there. Oops. We want all that down. What do I do with it? I didn't already have it on the tripod. My bad. All right, so we're going to go over there. You guys get to see my messy shop with the boat. That's my work area. I finally got all of that situated over there. And there we go. Now I know what the problem was. I had double sound. All right. Okay, the echoing should be off now because I turned the mic off on the phone. So hopefully it's off now. Just let me know though. All right, so I don't know if this heat press is up to par. All right. All right, so here is the design I'm working on, and I'm also going to press a slate for you guys because I needed to do it anyways. So here's the design for the mirror. So with all the aluminum that you'll get, whether it's phone cases or the inserts that come with like the tassel keychains or the snap buttons, they're all going to have a little piece of film on them. So you just pick the film off. Just like that. and you peel it off. Now the film can leave residue on there, just so you know. So I usually like to take a soft microfiber cloth and even some alcohol if you do see some, and just wipe it off. Easy peasy. Okay, so over here, we're going to do, once this other heat press heats up, and all right. All right, so it's heated up. So we're going to go ahead. This one's nice and hot over here. I have it set for the time for the slate, but I'm going to go ahead and press this. So all right, so all you do is you're just going to line up your image on this. In this particular case, it really doesn't matter. Ooh, my name might be off the edge. I might have made my template a little too big, and that happens, so I'll have to go back and adjust the template. I'm just going to take a little piece of tape, and I'm just going to tape it in 2 spots to hold it in place. And this is heat tape, specially made for using on substrates like this, or you can use it with vinyl or whatever. So we're going to put it in between my butcher paper here. I like to sandwich my butcher paper. And you're going to press for, now the normal temperature is going to be 380. For me, it's 380 for about 50 seconds. I have this set at 400. So I'm going to do it for about 45 seconds. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Something else I made. So I'm not the only, you guys aren't the only ones that forgets time and taste. The other day I've been buying transfers from Todd and to press my husband's Real Gone Wild logo on black t-shirts, and I made me this nice little magnet because I always forget what time and temp, so I have to always message Todd, and sometimes he's not around to answer me. So I made myself this cool little t-shirt magnet, and I'm just putting it on the wall so I don't forget. And it has a magnet back. Isn't that cute? All right. So hopefully we should be good to go on that. Get your heat glove because it's going to be hot. Yay! Now a trick I like to do is I like to make sure that this is hot when it goes on, because when it's hot it'll really seal to the adhesive. So if you let this cool down, now this is nice and hot, but what I would do is I come over here and I just touch it for a few seconds on the bottom of the heat press to get it hot. Now we want to make sure we press this correctly. So what way does it go? I'm assuming this way. And then you're just going to line it up in there. Well, I can't do it with this glove on. Ah. There we go. Yay, it's so pretty! Look at that. Look how, I know y'all can't see, the lighting sucks butt in here. But it is very pretty. Well, it was pretty. Uh-oh. Oh, I just scraped it. Good thing this one's for me. Oh, that's why. Look, I've never done these before. All you do is push the button in and it opens. I was trying to pull it to the left. I was being not so smart, but look how pretty it is. And you can see where I dropped it on the bottom. So it is so pretty. I love this rose gold. Yay! All right. So there is the rose gold compact. All right, I'm looking over here at your messages. What do you guys think? Yay. Hi, Stan. Hi, Leslie from California. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back over here and we're going to try this. We're going to try this thing. So again, you just disassemble the cup by unscrewing the bottom, taking off the top, taking the center out, and removing the white piece. And I've been touching this a lot, so I'm going to get some alcohol. There's fingerprints all over it. You can see where I tried to peel over there in the corner because I thought it had a plastic coating. So again, I've never done this kind of stuff before, so I may screw it up. So we will see. I did make a template for this one and it came out perfect actually. Get your butcher paper. Now they said the recommended temperature for this was at 185 degrees for 60 seconds. If you can believe that. Oops, kicking you around, guys, sorry. Oops. So we'll see. That 185 sure didn't feel very hot. All right, let's see. What questions you got? You guys have any questions? Awesome, Mackenzie. Yeah, I'm going to try to get all this stuff on tonight. Yes, I'll be selling the compact mirror, Janet. I'm going to work out all the pricing and everything tonight. Hi, Donna. Hi, Patty. Thank you, Heidi. Hi, Beck. Well, if it was Celsius, okay, so if it was, they said degrees, so if it was Celsius, let's do the conversion. What is 185 in degrees? Can somebody convert for me? So when you're unsure of something like this, what I like to do is I'll put my hand in the center in case it needs more time and you don't ruin it. I put my hand in the center and firmly press down so that it doesn't shift. Oh yeah, that didn't press at all. Oh my God. Okay. So what would 380 do? What would 185 be in degrees if it was Celsius? I think they got me 365. Okay. So we'll come back to this. Let me see. I love y'all. Y'all keep me on my tippy toes. All right. I should have tested one of these earlier. Almost there. Oh, I know how annoying that sounds. Bam. All right, so we're gonna let that heat up. We'll move on to something else. So next, I've got some oven mitts I've been dying to do. You guys, I have an open buy on these. I need you all to place your orders for the left and right oven mitts. I now offer, wait, that's the same one. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Left and right oven mitts. Woo! Now this is an open buy. It was the high MOQ. So the order's already been placed. I just need you all to help assist it out. That's all. So this is what I'm going to be pressing, these designs. And it is 400 degrees for about a minute. So even though this is set for the time of the for the slate, which we'll do in a minute. All right, I'm gonna get a fresh piece of paper. Anybody new watching that's never watched before? Anybody new? All right, so I'm going to do two different sayings, and I've decided because they hang this way, I'm going to have the templates go this way. First thing you want to do is you want to take your lint roller. I've got mine stuck together here. And you want to get rid of those loose fibers. And here's a little trick to the lint roller so that the paper doesn't keep going off on you when you're rolling, is just take the very end of it and fold it back so it sticks. And now it won't move on you. Okay. I'm going to do a pre-press of about 5 seconds. And we're going to press this one on first. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down as close to the edges as possible so that I know where I'm lining it up. All right, take your spritz, as Stan likes to call it, and lightly spray a little bit on your paper. And you should do it over your trash can if you're working from your home, which we all start out working from the home, most of us anyways. That way you don't get your carpet all sticky. Yeah. There's a cuss word on here. I'm sorry. I'm married to a sailor, so we're quite colorful in my house. And a redneck. He's a sailor and a redneck. No offense. His favorite saying is yee yee. All right, so we're going for about 60 seconds on this one. No, it's not Sublifilm. It's called PET. I'm gonna get more information on that because I really like the way it feels. I'm thinking if I could get a hold of it, I may be able to sell it in sheets because I could laser cut stuff out of it. All right, Tracy, you're new. Welcome. Billy, you are not new. Quit goofing around. How was your camping trip, by the way? How dare you take vacation? All right, so again, no buzzer on this because I have my temp set. Get ready to do that slate. And just peel and boom. Ooh, I like it. Plain and simple. I like it like that though. All right, so now we're going to do the next one. Same thing, same procedure. You need to lint roll. Do a pre-press. If you're gonna use the same paper, which on material I really don't recommend that you do, because you can transfer the inks and the paper's yellowed and stained. Get a new piece of paper in between and just give it a press. All right, a little bit of spritz on your design. So here's my other design. I'm going to turn it around. Oops, I spritzed it before I cut, darn it. Now I'm going to get sticky all over my darn scissors. No worries, these scissors suck anyways. How many of you guys have tons of scissors in your shop? You got your favorite pair, you got your pair that you use strictly for material, you got your pair that you use for cutting paper, and then you got your pair that just is really shitty. And did I say another cuss word? You can tell I'm not feeling well. You guys have caught me a little off guard here. I'm human. All right, so we're gonna go for another 60 seconds on that one. Yay! What kind of printer are you getting, Mackenzie? And you're welcome, Tracy. If you guys have any questions at all about anything, you're always welcome to message me. Sometimes it may go to my other folder, but I do check that once a week and go through all those. So you're more than welcome to message me or any of the other team of admins. They're there to help you guys, but most importantly, you can ask your questions in the group, and I promise you somebody's going to help. All right, we're almost winding down here. I know my sniffles, I'm so sorry, guys. Ooh, my paper shifted. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do away with both of these pieces of paper. I'm going to shake this, let it cool before I show y'all. Because they do get hot on the inside. Okay, next we'll go ahead and do the slate. Now I sell a lot of slates on my Etsy shop, and they're only memorial slates. And I pretty much have the same template that I sell. That I sell a lot of. My preferred slates that I like, and I've tried from both places, is Johnson's Plastics. And so I don't mind putting that out there because I like their slates a lot better. You know, Stan and I could probably look into getting these, but I think on the side of the country I'm in, I think they're just going to be too expensive and too much hassle to to sell these, so I've stuck with getting them from Johnson's Plastics. The difference between the slates is Johnson's Plastics is a high gloss, it's a very high glossy slate. Condi's is not. Theirs is a matte slate, so it just kind of depends on what your design is. But I've done this design on both slates, and I feel that it looks a lot better on the glossy slate. And again, I've sold literally hundreds and hundreds of these on Etsy. So here's the memorial slate, and it's usually the same template every time. So the first thing you want to do on slate is you need to pre-press this bad boy. And the reason is because they're pretty cold and you need to get that moisture out of there. You don't want that moisture to be going onto your transfer. So I do a pre-press of a few seconds. I really don't time it. So I would say about 15, 20 seconds. All right, and it's going to be very hot. This is where you're going to need to use 2 gloves. I like to leave a lot of extra, or when I cut these things and I print them, I like a lot of extra all the way around. I'm just going to see if I can move this camera over so I can work with this. If you have any, when it's hot, ow, 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 I said that, didn't I? If you have any, if you see anything on here, just wipe it off with the soft microfiber cloth. All right, next I want to place it on there. And I'm just making sure it's lined up good. Now I know people do these in those 3D ovens. I've never had one complaint on mine. In fact, I get lots of good feedback on mine. All right, so now I'm going to start taping and folding. Just fold it around the edges. And the more paper you have around the edges, honestly, the better it is. Cut it a little close because I also printed a template for a frame that I do. And I just fold those edges over. Like that, okay? The next thing I do is I get another piece of paper. And you know, everybody has their own ways of doing things. This system, I have just doing this way has always worked for me. In fact, when I first started the group, I didn't want to pay the expensive amount for the green pads and all that stuff that Connie and them all sell. I'm the one that discovered the cooking mats a long time ago from Hobby Lobby, the famous pink cookie mat, and I've had this for probably a long time, probably a good 4 years. So what I do is I just put it on top, and the reason why I put the paper underneath is so that the ink doesn't get on it. If it did, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but you'll have to cover everything up going forward. All I do is just fold this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I just fold it. Like I said, this works for me every time. And I just tuck it under. I said it didn't have to be perfect, but here I am nitpicking. All right, so that'll probably work. Then I put my other piece of paper over there, and I give it nice firm pressure. This baby's going to cook for approximately 5 minutes. Wow. Yep, and that was firm pressure. So we're going to let that cook. Ooh, this one is almost done. Perfect timing. So here are the oven mitts. Ooh, and they are so soft on the inside, guys. You know what I love about the linen? She's done some full bleed on them, and they came out great. But I love the look of the linen, to me. So I try to keep my designs on anything I do linen kind of simple. But look at that. Woo! Pull a big casserole out with these babies. All right. And what I love about them is they've got the super furry, soft insides on them. I mean, they're really soft. That's going home with me tonight. Okay, so we are up to the correct temperature over here. Just move you on over. Moving on up. All right, anybody? I haven't been looking at any questions. Yeah, JDS though, for a lot of our customers, they don't have, you have to have a tax ID with JDS. So you can, if you have one, great, you can order from them. I find their website very complicated. I'm a big website person. I like to order directly from the website and not have to talk to anybody. If you're gonna force me to talk to somebody, then I'm probably not gonna buy. So that's just me. And those people who like to talk to people, like Stan's a talker, he loves to talk to everybody. So it just works for people who like to talk and those who don't. So, but Johnson's Plastics, you can order straight from their website and you don't have to have a tax ID. But JDS, you're right, they will cut you bigger breaks if you do have a tax ID. So I do recommend that. Congratulations, Mackenzie, on your Sawgrass 800. Woohoo! Or when you get it, congrats. And let's see, cooking mat. Yes, it's a pink. I'll try to post a link later, but it's called, if you just go to Hobby Lobby and do pink cooking, not cookie, but cooking, like you're going to cook something to eat. You can get them in store, and they're going to be with the baking section, I believe. But you can also order them online. Heat Press Nation has slates? I didn't know that. Post that link, Stan. I guess I haven't looked. And you know I'm gung-ho Heat Press Nation. All right, so let's move on to this sucker. So this thing is finally at the 365. Let's see how it goes now. All right, wish me luck. And for those that even joined, don't mind the back. I dropped it on the floor. Look at this pretty rose gold compact mirror. Oh my God, I love this. Just got to show it off again. Look. Hey, there I am! Yay! Heidi's my new BFF here locally. She keeps me on my toes weekly, don't you, Heidi? So this press that I'm using right here is from Heat Press Nation. It's a 16 by 20 Signature Series swing away press. Ooh, my pressure was too hard on that. All right, I see some bubbling. See how the paper lifted? So it must have did its job. So I'm going to put my finger in the center, like I said. Ooh, and it's hot. Woo, that came out nice. Look at that. All right, so we're going to assemble. And this is a sample, so I'm sure they send me the credits once. So to assemble, all you do is just roll it up like this, push it into the cup. You can arrange it in there if you want. Put your silver piece in, screw your bottom. Come on. You got to push it all the way down at the top to get the bottom to screw. It needs to, just so you know, it needs to be able to, this needs to be able to grab onto that. And tighten it, and then put your lid on top. And look at that. You got you a nice coffee mug, and you don't even have to have a mug press or anything to go with it. Now this, they give me the sample, so it's got some scratches on the outside, plus I've been dinging it up myself, so thoroughly investigating it, but look how nice it is. So it's super easy. You don't have to have a heat press or anything. If you make your design kind of cool, like I did the wood, you can barely even see that that's where it ends right there. I'm having a hard time getting you all to see with the lighting, because it almost is like it's kind of like blending into the wood. So like I said, you can upsell these and offer, maybe we can get extra inserts from them, and you can offer multiple inserts and they can change them out themselves. Or you just, if you don't want to upsell and you want to sell a new mug to them every time, which is a good way to make money, you could just E6000 this on once it's done and close it, and you can E6000 the silver part. All right, we're done over here. Now I need my gloves because this is going to be very hot. Now this is the one time that you really can't afford to not wear your heat gloves. I'm just going to tell you, this and like coffee mugs, anything ceramic, tile-wise, you need your heat gloves or you're seriously going to burn yourself. Even this plastic mat is very hot. Now Marvin's been trying to convince me to use the dog ear tape method, and I forget every darn time. So instead, I just keep one of these little handy razor blades handy. I just loosen up the tape. Now, if you're unsure on how your heat press works or whatever, you can leave the rest of it taped and gently lift. But with these, I've learned you're not going to salvage a slate just the way they are. It's very hard. Even I've barely salvaged a slate. But with this method, it always presses beautifully every time for me. Check that out. Look at that, baby. Look how beautiful that is. The text is clear. The picture came out phenomenal. There's no spotting. It's just gorgeous. I know this customer is going to be very happy. So that's how easy slates are. I have perfected this process using that pink mat, and I'm just going to tell you, my slates would not come out that good without that pink mat. All right, anybody got any questions so far? Ooh, Tony, I'm not sure if they're double-sided or not. Very interesting. I'll have to press on, I'll come up with a design and press on the opposite side to see how it is. But very interesting, that's great. I'm going to test that out and I'll report back later. All right, so now we're going to do a frame, and I think we're just about done. I'm going to get a new piece of paper. Same template, different customer. I offer it in the frames or in the slates. I'm going to go ahead because I'm done with the slate. I'm going to adjust my time. And the time for this is going to be 380 for about 50 seconds. Now, I've had people that say that 365 is what works for them, so it's trial and error. I just give you a starting point, and if you see burning, like if your black turns brown, that means you burned it. It's too long. Then you adjust and turn your temperature down. So every manufacturer is giving you guys a starting point. It could range between, the differences between heat presses. All right, let me get out of frame. Ooh. Well, that was in there nice and loosely. Make sure the glass isn't chipped. All right, so I do sell the frames on my website, and they're going to come with a plastic film as well. Don't throw this away, because when I repackage these back up after I'm done, I put the film right back over it for the customer. So just set it off to the side. You need to take the glass insert in the back off as well. And these bad boys need a pre-press as well, because the MDF has moisture in it as well, and you want to get that moisture out, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that after I pre-press. All right, so it's about a 5 or 10 second pre-press. You don't need it to be very long. I've actually forgotten a time or two and let it cook for nearly full 60 seconds and still salvaged it. Let it pre-press for 60 seconds. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there you go, right there. You see all that water? See that moisture? That is why you need to pre-press these. And what I do is just take my microfiber cloth and I just wipe all the way around, and then I wipe off the top really good as well. All right. All right, so we need to make sure we place this in the right area. So these have a notch to hang this way and also this way, long ways and this way. So I want to make sure that the top goes right. So this should be also over here so that they can insert the picture on this side. All right, so what I do is once I get it lined up good, I just put a piece of tape over here, piece of tape over here, and this is heat tape. You guys cannot use regular tape for anybody that's new. It's got to be special heat tape, and you can get it from all the major vendors, sublimation vendors. Oops. All right, so you're going to press paper face down, substrate face up. And we're going to do it at the 380, which my temperature dropped, for 50 seconds. So let me show you that mug again. So what do you guys think about this? I'm gonna post this video in the group I'll probably just maybe do a mini video of just the mug to get some ideas on people what you think about it. So this is my coffee, my wine, and my repeat. That's how I hustle hard every day. All right, any questions while we're waiting? Thank you, Sherry. I love my frames too. I sell a lot of them. The slate was a, shoot, what size was it? Let me check. I think it's the 7.5 by 11.5 size. All right, just flip over. These aren't really that hot, to be honest with you. So I just peel this piece right here. I'm just gonna grab up and pull the rest of it. And look at that. Beautiful. There's no, look at how it shines. You guys can see there's no blotchiness, no spotting, no nothing. That's beautiful. So when you find something that works for you, you just run with it. This is pretty much the only thing I really sell in my Etsy shop are these two items, to be honest with you guys. I've listed pillowcases, I've sold a few bad drills, but I sell a lot of these two things. These frames and those slates. I sell a lot of them. All right, so to repackage it, you do have to let it cool off. I think I'm done over here, so I can turn this press off. And let's see. All right, so I'm just going to show you a few other items while we're waiting for it to cool off. And then we'll be done. All right, so a couple other items I've gotten in. All right, Dickie has been bugging me about this stuff. Oh, this is the plastic too. Yay. So for the pet stuff, so I've gotten in some samples of these. These are really good quality, and they have these little doggy items on them. They're super cute. So that's one style. Here's another style. Nice retractable. Again, I'm just showing this to y'all. Don't have them listed yet, but I hope to do it very soon. This one's a pretty one. This one's got butterflies and hearts, purple and orange. These look like they're all girly. Come on, where am I masculine? I have a male pit bull that deserves something a little masculine. He's 15, he's super old. Okay, so this is the, I believe, I think this is the large for larger dogs. So as you can see, or maybe that's the mid-size. Yeah, they're a lot larger than the smaller ones. These ones only come in the small, I believe. So you see how much the difference in size? So I'll double check on all the details of this. So it's a lot bigger for your bigger dogs, and these are for the smaller dogs. So I guess male dogs don't get anything fancy. I'm gonna have to get on to them for that. So those are the nice retractable, and they have those, and they have the same thing that was in that in that mug. So it's called like a PET film, pet film, wink and ink. And clearly it was super easy to press at 365, not 185. Thank you all for that. And they come with two, one for each side. All right. Put that back in my box. I will press those another day because I will press them because I need to make my doggies some new ones. And so that is it. So now that this is, ooh, still not cool, but I think it'll be all right. So basically what I do is just come back over here and I put the film right back on to give it to the customer. And if it's hot, it's going to stick really good too. I just kind of stretch it out, and I'm never perfect about it, so you don't have to worry about, I used to be anal about trying to get it to be perfect, but I'm not anymore. But I at least want it to stay. I think it's because it's hot. There we go. You just want to protect it, especially if you're shipping these, and I do ship all mine. All right. And then, of course, you can even upsell them and offer for a small additional fee. You can also offer to print out the photo for them. I do not do that, but it's a good idea. But there's been a few times where a few people who I could tell were not very internet savvy asked me if I would print it for them, and I did at no charge. I like to try to provide excellent customer service like that. But you could upsell it, so it might be something I look into doing too. I just add a couple dollars and then I put it all back away. Okay, so we are all done with the pressing for tonight. I'm just going to clean up my mess, and we are going to head. I'm going to leave this. I got something else I got to do later. And I'm taking y'all back over there with me to the desk so I can check what all you guys are saying and say goodbyes. Well, I'm so sorry that I was not able to go on Facebook Live, but at least I was able to go live. Okay. All right. I'm back. Yay! All right, so I'm catching up to messages. What do y'all think? What do you guys think of the mugs? Awesome. Thank you, Cricket. Yes, I'm going to try to get those compacts listed. And if I don't get them listed tonight, guys, don't shoot me. I'll hope to do it by Friday. It's just that I've got that, I'm getting that root canal in the morning. It's already late, and well, it's 8:30, but that's late for me. And then I have grandbabies too. So, and I still have to lay. That's probably what I'll do. I'll try to list. Well, I gotta finish up some laser cutting items. So, I'm gonna list. So the compacts for sure. I'm kind of filling up everybody about the mugs. The open buy is already there for those left-handed oven mitts. As of right now, I'm the only one selling the left-handed linen oven mitt, but I'm sure that rest will come to follow. Isn't there a saying like that? I can't remember what it was. Lead them and they shall follow, or something like that. I don't know. So anyways, get them now while you can. And don't forget, if you're looking to do shows, craft shows and stuff, I've got this cute little wood stand that you can hang. You know, that you can hang the snaps or any jewelry, but I mean, I don't know what you'd put in here, but the holes are definitely there for the snap. So this is a great display, and it's very simple. It's not complicated. So you can see the back. They're just little sands that you just push right in. And I built it like this so that they would have a nice slant, so that the inserts were at a slant like that versus being straight up. Yep, and see, one fell out. You can, there we go. All right, guys, so that is pretty much it. I am so sorry I could not. Hi, Beth. Build a dreams. Build it and they will come. There it is. Thank you so much. I knew Beth would know that. Yes, it's a snap earring, etc. display. Okay guys, so thank you all for joining and watching. I know it was different being over here on YouTube, but it was the only, I couldn't go live in the other, in Facebook. Facebook is having some serious issues today, so it is what it is. I missed last week, so I didn't want to miss this week. So, all right guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, you can get those pink mats, the baking mats from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure other places might sell them. You get 2 for like 7 something at Hobby Lobby. If they're not on sale, you get that. You can use your 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby and get it even cheaper. And they last a long time. So I've had that one for a long time. So go get your pink cooking mat so you can perfect those slates. And as always, thank you for joining us, and I will see you next week. Let's see if I can sign out.